Okay, guys, Elia Ubozo, we are back. New week, new month, new content. So without wasting no time, man, let's get into today's video. So today's video is basically we're just gonna talk about imaginary pressure. Imagine that the thoughts that run around your mind and thinking you're not doing enough and so forth. So this video is basically gonna touch on to those things and what you can actually do to sort of like get rid of that imaginary pressure. Okay, so without wasting no time, let's get into decoding this article that I'm having in front of me here. Right, so the pressure you put on yourself is imaginary. So that's the title, right? So we all put imaginary pressure on ourselves. Maybe the pressure comes from your parents, your friends, or maybe from things that you see on social media. So just remember that it's all in your mind, and all things you think you should be doing are a figment of your imagination. All right, so it's a mental construct. Just to sort of like round it up, I don't. Let's say for example, we take somebody who what who writes books. Okay, so the content of that book is the number one determining factor of the success of that book. It's not about how well you market the book. Okay, marketing it well might sort of like show what an increase in sale like in the beginning, but if the content is not it's not good, in the long run it won't translate to anything. The sales are gonna go down anyways. So the reverse is also true. A good book that's marketed decently will do well over time. So as long as um, what's there's a good word of mouth, you know. So one of the most um, well-known sales trainer, Zig Ziglar, said something like this: "You will get all you want in life if you help enough other people to get what they want." All right, so that's like word of mouth as well. And so when it comes to a book marketing, just get it in the hands of the right people. And if your book is good, if the content is good, your readers will do the rest because then they're gonna recommend. So it goes a long way with like product selling or business services. If your services are good, just get it in the right hands of people, and trust me, they're gonna do the rest in terms of recommendations and all that. But if the content and the products are crap, you can market them as much as you want. You can put in so much in marketing, but people are just gonna buy that first sample. And if it's not good, like you're not gonna have returning customers. You're not gonna have new customers because nobody's gonna recommend your product. Okay, so stop this whole imagination of yo. I need to do this big marketing. I need to have this kind of team. I need to no. It's the product good. That's what matters. So just work on the product. Um, yeah, the rest will be history. So just moving on in the article, it's a section called "Stop Your This Kind of Thought." This is the end of the world thinking. All right. So what what's something you think you need to do um, that you seem or you assume will lead to the end of the world if you don't do it? What's that one thing? So think about that thing. So can it be maybe answering emails from your boss, or maybe saving enough money to buy a car, travel rather, or a personal level, maybe finding a partner at a certain age, getting married at a certain age, getting a certain something, like within a certain age. So basically, the life timelines, right? So avoid that kind of mindset. The world will not end. Okay, your world will end, but the world won't end. People will not cancel you, and hey, man, you'll be right. So don't overthink. Don't overthink things. So so if you want to stop the destructive thinking pattern of overthinking and having imaginary pressure, you need to cultivate a sense of awareness. All right. So the best way to do that, mostly, or what I've seen worked, is journaling. Journaling daily. Meditating also works. Just depends. Or there's other habits that you can tap in, maybe like running daily, and during those runs you sort of like do a reflection and just get yourself together, like which I personally do. So for the sake of this article, we're going to talk about journaling more, and how it can help you sort of like disconstruct that pattern of imaginary thinking. So with journaling, you sort of like translate your thoughts into words, and writing them down is the single most powerful thing that can ever happen. So it's like putting a mirror in front of your thoughts. That's what journaling is. So when you journal, you don't think about writing the same way when you write like an email or write a blog for publication. So as you keep journaling, the thoughts will just flow, to just flow out, and then when you read your own thoughts or your own words, you might even pause and be like, yo, I think I'm dramatic. So if you find yourself at the point where you read through your thoughts and you're like, yo, I think I'm being dramatic, then you've made progress. All right. So now simply stop the drama that happens in your mind and focus on the very next step, you know, so which is packaging the content or the product, or putting in adding value to your career, so to make sure that when you get in a boardroom, they've already heard about you. And if they've heard about you, and it's the nice things, like you don't even have to try, everything just it just flows. So yes, stop with the imaginary pressure, put in the work. And yeah, I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, man, give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with somebody who you think might like this kind of content. And yeah, thank you for coming to the digital library. We'll see you in 2 weeks time. More content coming. Elia Ubo. So you guys should have a good week ahead. Cheers.